Very good morning all. Thanks for joining. Today I'm going to explain about Git workflow diagram and what are the main areas are available, which command we can use in which area, and in real-time environment, how the team is getting set up and how you will be working as a team to complete your tasks. That concept I'm going to explain. Okay. Let me repeat. So today I'm going to take a concept is nothing but in the Git workflow, what are the stages are there and what are those names, and each stage, what are the commands we can use to complete your task. When you're working as a team, so inside the team, maybe you're one of the developer, and how you need to maintain or manage your code with the help of version control system. What is your main roles and responsibility? What are the things you need to do? What are the things you should not do? That particular task, we will take care of it. And one scenario. You can see this in the 7 phases of software development lifecycle. The main area of is designing and working on the prototype software development. In the software development, mainly we are writing a code and we have to store in a safe location, which is nothing but in the remote repository. To managing this code with the help of Git technology that you know very well. No questions on that. So especially in managing the code, what are the phases are there? What are the phases are there? Guys, you can please check this. The total 4 phases are available. Total 4 phases are available. May I know what is that phases? Any idea? Anybody can tell me? Any example? Okay, you can go to mute, please. So first one is working directory location. First one is a working directory location. And second one, staging area. Third one is local repository. Finally, remote repository. So just you can drop these areas here. Perfect. Now these are the 4 areas are available. Okay, when we are working on the Git. So working area is nothing but working directory is nothing but a developer where it is working, where in which location in the system the main code was developing, the particular location is working directory. Example. So Raja is developing some code. Raja is developing some code. Raja is developing some code. This code is okay. this code is code.python, some information is there. Like that, it created some work in the local system. Okay. So these files at any chance, any time, they get corrupted. There is a chances are there. So we should not keep this data in the local system. This is completely local system. So to save our code in local system initially, then move to the remote repository. This particular code was created in the working directory. Now this data we need to move to the stage area. We need to move this data to staging area. So what is meaning of staging area? So staging area is a temporary space between working directory and local repository. So where you can keep the data, which are the files who wants to move to the remote repository. Okay, first we will move to the local repository, then remote repository. So basically, there is a phase between working directory to staging area. We need to move the data. When you want to move the data, what is the command called? Git add. Okay. Git add is a command. We can move between working directory to staging area. But what are the conditions are there? If you want to move a single file, yes, we can add. If you want to add multiple files, also we can move. That's your wish. No changes at all. So either single file we can move, either multiple files we can move. Suppose in the git add, okay, in the git add, you can see here, okay, for single file, git add code.py for single file, or if you are adding all files dot. Okay, that is a difference between a single file or multiple files when you are adding to working directory to staging area. Any other question here that you know very well? So now, so if code.py means only this file will updated. If code.add means this file and this file will get updated. Any other question?
Sir, I have a question. So,
Yes.
git add dot means whatever the files are available in the current directory, all the files will move to the staging area, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, thank you.
Right. Next, when we are moving from staging area to local repository, local repository, so we can use a command called git commit. What is the command name? Git commit. So the git commit command, we can once we run, okay, once we run, only we can use a message or we can git commit. That's your wish. Whatever the files are available in the staging, all files will move. Okay, is it clear? No single file. All files will move. All files will be moved. So in this case, git commit. All files will move. No single file. So right now, the files are in the local repository on the system. So the stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, everything is in the local laptop up to here in the local system only. Now, if the data is moving from local repository to remote repository, okay, now the concept is little bit changing. Now the concept is little bit changing. So now you can keep somewhat distance here because this is a remote repository. Huh? This is a remote repository. Suppose if you want to move this data from here to here, you can use a command called git push. When you are moving the data, not a single file, all files will move. Same concept of between staging to local repository. Here also the concept is same. Are you clear? Now we can use a command called git push. All the data will be migrated. Where it will migrate. That's so very important. It will be stored in the remote system, remote repository. We need to we need to take a plan like a hosting plan. So free plans are there, paid plans are available. You can hosting services, you can take it. Remote repositories are managing under hosting services. Hosting Git services. May I know who's the hosting Git services? May I know who's hosting Git services? GitHub.
GitHub, Bitbucket,
Yeah.
AWS code commit,
GitHub. Bitbucket. AWS. AWS code commit. So like this kind of services we will use. And here we need to create a repository. Here we need to create a repository. Suppose the repository we created under GitHub. This repository name is what we can like a project one, the repository we created. Now, once we push this data, git push. So if this repository you have access, that means you have a permission, the user, both the data code py.index.html. Okay. This data will be moved to project one repository. Okay. So now this is a complete structure of Git workflow. Now can please tell me if you have any questions here.
Well, sir, I have one question.
It's clear, right?
హలో రాజేష్.
Yes, please.
నార్మల్గా కోడ్ అనేది మనం index.html ఫైల్ అని రాస్తామా, లేకపోతే వేరే ప్లేసెస్ కూడా రాస్తాం, వేరే ఫైల్స్ లో కూడా రాస్తామా?
It depends on the programming type. Java, .NET, Python, Angular, Ruby, different. So for your understanding purpose, I'm just example, I'm taking index.html,
ఓకే
code.py. Okay.
ఓకే. ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ యూర్ యూజింగ్ జావా ఆల్సో సమ్ టైమ్ దే విల్ యూజ్.
Any program you can take. There is no
Okay.
barriers.
Okay, for example, I have a 10 files. Every day we should keep on moving, or else what are the changes we made in a particular file? That file only we need to move.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
I'll definitely answer your question. Very valid question. So I'll answer next 15 minutes. Okay. That's the next scenario I will explain. Huh?
Okay, sure. Okay.
Right. So now because of why I'm written this diagram, right? So most of the people have some confusions. These areas where it is there and which command where it will work. There's a lot of confusion. So now I think so. I clarified with this diagram today. Huh? I hopefully I did some good job. Okay. So is it clear now? This diagram I'll share with you. So go to file and save, and you can end
Sir,
of
I
the day.
have one doubt.
You can take it. Yeah. Yes, please.
Sir, let's say, I mean, in working directory or staging area, we have moved the file from local repository to remote repository.
Mhm.
And from there, we got realized like the file is not in correct, format, or there is some box in the file. So I want to modify that files. So I want to revert it back to the local repository or working directory. So is it possible to revert it back again? We can post it to the remote repository.
The same concept we are going to do today. Okay. Same concept we are going to do today with all your help, like Raja and Ravi. So both are contributors now. So I'm a main leader for this project, and we will take a scenario and we are going to work. Understand? Right? So yeah, both whatever the questions you are asking, the same concept I'm going to explain now. Okay, same concept I'm going to explain now in next 30 minutes. Okay, hardly 30 minutes I'm going to explain the concept. It's very, very important concept. Once you understand, almost 60 to 70% of the concept you understand. Okay, so almost you understand 30% of the concept here. The workflow, everything you understand. Okay. Now the scenario, a real-time environment, how this particular environment we are going to maintain or manage when you're working on the team, not individual, working on the team. That's very important. Individual is very simple. We can create the code and we can do git commit, git add, git commit, git push, creating the repository configuration that I already explained. Now the concept is, the actual concept is, so in this particular project, everybody is working now. Everybody is working. Like here, how many people are there? All are working. But I'm not taking example for all. It's very difficult to one by one. I need to take an answer. So two contributors like Ravi and Rajashekar, right? So I'm taking these both names for as a contributor or they are developers for this particular project. Okay. Now let's take a scenario. This is me. Okay. Rajesh. I'm a team leader for this project. Okay. And I have a person named Ravi. He is a dev one. Dev one means developer one. And I have one more person. This person is Raja. He is a developer too. Hmm? Like that, we have a multiple developers out there. Multiple developers out there. In this multiple developer concept, so I need to present this particular into the real-time concept so that everyone have an understand very properly. Perfect. I'm going to deleting this existing one. I think so. The repositories are removed. Project one repositories removed. Perfect. So guys, the first scenario is the project one team lead is myself. The two developers are working in this project, Ravi and Raja. Okay. So right now I didn't created project one on the Git hosting services. Git hosting services. Initially, both are when joined the project. I explained that, hey, you need to develop some page. You need to develop some page index.html and the code either Java or Python. So let's take example Python. So the both are accepted my request. Then start developing the coding. So come back to this. When they start working here, okay. So they need some space. To work on that. So obviously they will use a local system C drive, D drive, E drive as a working directory to develop the code. Example, Python or HTML, he develops with a Visual Studio Code application and he developing that, both of them. Once they're developing, they're moving the data from working directory to stage area by using the git add commands like a single file or maybe all files if you're moving to the staging. And from the staging, they'll move the data to local repository. So once this data is moving from git add to staging area or maybe git commit to local repository, first of all, we need to make a git structure. Then only it will work. So both of you guys, you can start working now. Open a specific directory location. So example, in my system, I'm going to use one of the location to develop the softwares. Okay. So like this is my practice folder, 7 a.m. And I'm going to create a one folder, project one I created. In this project one, I'm going to start creating two files. Okay. Now in this file, so in this location, I'm directly open the Git bash. So right now, when I check that there is no data here. Okay. Even if I check that Git status, there is no .git repository file. That means this file will be not considered as a, this file is not considered as a Git repository system. So initially this is not required. You can start working on the project. Now mkdir code dot maybe touch code dot py file was created. So now we can check ls code.py is there. So now can go to internet sample print command for Python code. So this command I'm going to take. When I click run, welcome to Guru 99. This is a message is there. I just copy here. Okay, I just copy here. I'm going to update it. So basically when you're writing the Python, so how you will write it? So very, very simple, very simple. Normally they will use a code editors. They will use a normally code editors. Copy this particular path, go to CMD and So successfully connected here. Now in this particular location, I'm going to open my Visual Studio Code. Code space dot. Now my Visual Studio Code is opened. This is a different program. Go to File, open a folder. My practice is Git 7 a.m. Project 1. Select the folder. See guys, the code.py is available now. Now what are the code we have seen that? Just copy here. And you can paste this. Okay. Now can go to File. Save this program. So we have modified, right? Welcome to DevOps trainings. Done. Now this particular change I'm going to move. The same way other people also doing. So when we are working on the project, the same feature is worked by a different people. So everybody they'll maintain one branch. By default, one branch will be available that is called main or master. When you deploy the code to the production, deployment to the production, the particular deployment only through main or master branch only. So branch is nothing but there's a place, the main code we can execute and we can deploy on the production environment. But now these people, Raja and Ravi, my team, they will create their own branching. So now we'll move to first Raja system. We'll ask to create one branch. Okay. And branch 2 will be creating by Ravi. So the concept is like that. So let me stop my screen share. Raja, can you please share your screen? Okay, go to your local mission. In which location you're going to practicing that? So project 1, perfect. And not a code commit. Project 1, you can go to directly project 1. I think you already created a .git file in that one. One step back. The .git file, you can remove it, please. You can please cancel it. Uncheck the, okay, only select that Git file. Okay, that's fine. You already did. Now can create open a terminal. That's a Git bash. Now you need to create your same code.py file. Touch space code.py. Done. So now I think in your system already you have installed Visual Studio Code. You can do one thing. Open CMD or maybe you can directly open, directly you can open Visual Studio Code from the start menu. That's your wish. Raja, very simple. Very simple. You already opened that Visual Studio Code. You already opened Visual Studio Code on your system. Because of your the below the taskbar is filled with a multiple open application in Windows 11. It is not opening in it. Okay, do one thing. Listen my words carefully. You will be very safely. You can manage your screen. Okay. The next to the getter, there is an arrow mark is there. The next to the git below the taskbar, arrow mark is there. The next one, arrow mark, like a kind of up. మీకు పైన ఒక బాణం గుర్తులా కనబడుతుందా? Right. Okay. Fine. I think you just now opened a Visual Studio Code. Okay. Go to start. Type Visual Studio Code. So you didn't install the Visual Studio Code, Raja? రాజా మీరు విజువల్ స్టూడియో కోడ్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయలేదా? రాజా ఆన్సర్ చేయండి, మ్యూట్ లో ఉన్నారు.
ఇంకా చేయలేదండి, చేస్తున్నాను.
ఓకే, కెన్ యూ ప్లీజ్ quickly do that. Ravi, you can also please complete the task parallel. If you did already, okay, no problem.
ఓకే, నేను చేస్తున్నాను.
In the left side, Windows file is there. Click on that and scroll down. There's a file is downloaded on the right top corner. Please wait. Open file. మీరు మల్టిపుల్ టైమ్స్ రన్ చేసినట్టున్నారు.
ఓకే,
ఓపికగా చేయండి, తొందర ఏం లేదు. Cancel it. Accept it. All are default steps. You can click continue, next.
ఫినిష్.
Yeah, right. So now you can go to start and you can open Visual Studio Code directly. Perfect.
Yeah.
Now go to file, open, and wherever the directory you created, open that directory. Directory means folder, not file.
Yeah.
Okay. Click cancel first of all. Go to file, open directory. That's open folder. Go on mute, please. Yeah. Select the folder. Now your code.py is available. Okay. I trust these authors. మీరు మ్యూట్ లోకి వెళ్ళిపోండి, రాజా అండ్ రవి.
1 minute.
So now it looks good. Can you please click maximize the screen of your Visual Studio Code and code.py. So guys, myself also doing the same work, and Raj also doing same thing, and Ravi also doing the same thing. Okay, right. Now, if we three people are when we are working on it, okay, so definitely we will get some kind of conflicts. So what conflict we will get? The conflicts is nothing but merge conflict we will receive. Merge conflict will receive. Safely, I need to escape from this situation. Safely, I need to escape from this situation. So to do this particular escape conflict, one person should lead this project in a merging updates to the main or master branch repository. Main or master branch repository. So this concept we called as pull request. What do you call it as? Pull request. Yeah. So that's the main concept I'm going to explain. So pull request, whenever I'm just giving this word, you people are not understanding. Raja, మీరే మాట్లాడుతాను పాప ఏదో మాట్లాడుతుంది బ్యాక్ సైడ్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్. No problem, I can understand. You please go on mute. Please go on mute. Right. So
Yeah. Sorry.
no problem, no problem. It will happen like that. So go on mute. So if everybody, if you're one working on the same concept, same feature development, when all the updates we will be put into one place, okay, there should be some problem. What is the problem? I will explain now. Okay, what is the problem? I will explain now. The problem is I already created one Python code.py, the printer. Hello, what is the message? The message is welcome to DevOps trainings. Okay, welcome to DevOps trainings. So maybe he also working on the same content, maybe some spelling mistake, maybe some additional information is going to giving that. So maybe he's giving some message like, hi, hello, how are you? Welcome to DevOps. Maybe he's trying to updating that information. Okay, are you clear? So in this case, how this situation we can handle it. Guys, this is not a tough situation I'm going to write. It's a very simple program we are writing here to understand the scenario. Because of we are not a programmer to write every program line, hundreds of line, we need to check that, then we have to merge and pull request, not required. You please understand the concept, how the version control system is managing, okay, different features are there. So this feature is called pull request. Okay, to avoid the merge conflicts. First of all, he need to verify whether he is working on which branch. Whether he is working on which branch. So currently, so he is writing the code.py, right? So select the code.py. Select the file name is code.py. Right side is a editor is open. You can type a print. Open the brackets. Okay. So there are different types of brackets are there. Going forward, I will tell that curve brackets, square brackets, flower brackets, different types of brackets are available. Whenever I'm explaining to write some scripts, okay, I will explain in that situation. Okay. So between that curve brackets, you can put double quotes, open and close double quotes. Automatically, once you type that, opening and close it will open. And between that, you can type that welcome space W caps. Okay, W caps 2. 2 is a small and DevOps D capital hyphen O also small. O also small. No. DevOps, no hyphens, nothing. Okay, after that DevOps hyphen trainings, T capital. Training spelling wrong. TRAIGS. Okay, that's what we are updating now. So now myself, Ravi and Raja both are same. So Raja and Ravi. So I think right now Raja's screen is visible. Ravi, you can do the same thing offline. Okay. You can also do the same thing in offline. Again, repeating this concept is very difficult. You can do it parallel. Code.py, this line you can write it. No changes, no spelling mistakes. Go to file, save all. Go to file, save all. Save all. Kinda save all చూడండి. Yeah. Now you can please open the Git bash. Now you can open the Git bash. When giving the Git bash, okay, whether he is connected to my account or not, I don't know. Okay, whether he is connected to my account, I don't know. So we can check that which account he is configured. Okay, so what is the command to verify which email address, which name is modified, is updated in the Git? What is the command?
Git config user dot global user dot name.
Yes, you can do that. Git config.
Hyphen.
Git config hyphen global user dot name. Dot, not comma, dot. Enter. Okay, now you can type the same line, just remove the name and type email. Okay, this is ID he's created. Okay. So why it's a different name is showing 1395 1982. Any reason, Raja? Are you configuring any Microsoft account? Do one thing. You can type the same name, same line. After end of that, you can provide your email address, please. Enter. Now can check that. Okay, perfect. So already I'm going to work on my main branch. I'm going to update my data. Then we'll come to the Raja screen. So I'm sharing my screen again. Please see my screen. Is my screen is visible?
Yes. Yes.
Now I'm run the command git branch. So git branch is not recognizing because of .git file is not created. So I'm going to run the command git init. The empty repository was created under project1 directory. Now if I run the command git branch, hey, your branch name is master. Your branch name is master. But in GitHub, by default name is main. Okay. Okay. Now run the command git status This is a copy.py file was created. Okay. Now this file I need to commit. So come back here. And I'm going to add. Now this all changes. I'm running on my system. What is the branch name? What is the branch name?
Master.
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 Or
Main.
main. This is my branch. Huh? The next concept is I'm going to add the command git add
Code.py.
the single file. I move to the staging area.
Yes.
Successfully added. Clear screen. Now if you write the command git status, there is no file. The file is right now in the staging area, code.py. And from here, I need to commit. Okay. So if you want to anything, you want to hide, you can modify it. Otherwise, save and quit. Now can give -m. What is the message we can write? What is the message we can write here? Committing code.py. Okay. Project 1 to. Okay. Project 1 to. Which branch? Which branch?
Master.
Master branch. Okay. Master branch. Done. What's the next step?
Git push.
Git push. So when I the git push, so I don't have any remote repositories. So then come here. Create a new repository. Name called project 1. I can initiate with the empty repository name, empty repository with a readme file. Otherwise, I don't want that. Create it. Public repository I'm creating now. So now you're creating a public repository. Is an empty repository, right? You can do one thing. You can run these commands actually.
Okay.
Git branch -m. Okay. So either you can see this. There's a two scenarios at it. Create a new repository on the command line from your git init and all. Git init everything I did already. So if already existing repository created, you can do this. These are the three commands it is available. You can run this directly on your system.
Rajesh, I have one doubt, Rajesh.
Yes, please.
That's what actually earlier I asked, right? Git push -u origin main.
Ah.
What is the mean for that one? -m and -u.
You're not, you don't know me. So you're directly checking on internet who is a DevOps trainer. You're finding Rajesh is there. Okay, you're directly coming with me. And you are my family member. You know already Rajesh is my brother. He's already DevOps trainer. So origin means if you don't know who is my destination point, so you will be finding out and you'll be manually adding, that is called origin. Origin is nothing but you'll be connecting the remote repository location. So remote add origin is, this is the address. Project1.git is a origin. the location for your remote repository location. So that will be, you'll be adding into the main branch and you'll be setting as a origin is your main. So this is your branch. You will be called as your house, my house. Okay. So here main is nothing but your house. So your house full address is, this is the one. That means he is our project. The project one, which is stored in the Git in our account, the name of the branch is called main. That we will be set as a origin. That is our location. We are stamping it. You are updating to your municipal commissioner. Hey, this is my house. You can please set a house number for me. So if anybody is sending a post, directly coming to my house, not for others. Understand?
Okay, then I can directly mention -u origin main also I can mention, right? Normally.
No. Once you set up, no, once you set up this particular concept, see, I set up this particular name. Okay. Project one. Right now, I'm only working on the project one only. Okay.
Okay.
Only project one, not project two. Suppose now if I run this command, what will happen? See, now branch, I'm giving the name. Okay. Git branch -m main. I'm setting up. If I enter, see, my branch name is changed to main. So what do you mean that?
You are going main branch.
My branch name is main now. Previously it
Main.
is a master. Now it is
Master.
changed to main.
Main.
Why? Because here the branch is completely main here. If you want, you can change that. That's different story.
Oh,
Now you can push to origin main. So now I'm giving the command git push. Okay, origin main. What is meaning of? Hey, my origin is this. Where we need to push in main branch. I have a different branches also. That's a different story. Go to mute now, please. మీరు మాట్లాడగానే మ్యూట్ పెట్టేసుకోండి. Okay. So if you are pushing this origin means what? Origin is indicating your https github.com g Mahesh Naidu project1.git. Okay. And main is your branch. The both we are mentioning, and if you hit enter, now the data is moving to your origin main branch. The data is moved. Okay. So now I'm coming to this place and I'm checking this. My file is available now. My file is available now. My file is available now. So who did this? Myself. I did. You can check this. I did this. Welcome to DevOps trainings. Any other question as of now? The stage one. So the main branch pushing everything is there. Okay. Now he's planning to push my data. He's planning to push my data. So how he will be pushing the data. That's a very important. How he is pushing the data. So I need to provide my credentials, then only he able to manage it. Otherwise, you're not able to present any kind of work in this particular branch. Okay. So shall we move to the next concept? The next concept means my team member, how he will be push the data here and how the data will be updated in my system. So let me stop my presenting and Raja will share his screen. Raja, can you please share your screen?
Yeah.
So clear screen. మీరు మ్యూట్ లోకి వెళ్ళిపోండి.
Yeah.
Maximize your Git screen. Now can go to Visual Studio Code Editor. So can you go for a second line? Go for second line. Enter. Print. Same line you can copy. First line, same line you can copy, and we can change the data. And between that, my name is, okay, you can just type that. My name is Raja. You can give like that. Now can go to file, save all. And the first, there's a space is there. After opening the bracket, double quotes, there is a space is there. You can remove that one. Perfect. Now can save it. So basically, whatever the data he's preparing, now he need to create a separate branch for Raja. Okay. So then only I have some kind of differences. He would not directly push the data to my main branch. So go to Git Bash. Go to Git Bash. Now you can run the command git init. Perfect. Now can run the command git branch. Git branch. So your branch name is master. Okay. So you can create a new branch name, git branch, or maybe you can do one thing, git checkout, sorry, git checkout -b space double quotes, Raja. You can type name Raja. Enter. See guys, now with this command, he created a new branch and he switched to Raja. Understood? Now the data is available in the branch. So now can type a LL, enter, is a code.py data is available. Okay, now he is moving the data. Now he is moving the data. Git add space code.py, enter. Now git commit space -m, now can give the command committing code.py space project1 to Raja space branch. Enter. Now the data is moving to Raja branch. Right now in the local repository. Now we need to connect to the remote repository. So how to connect remote repository? Please wait. How to connect the remote repository? So very simple. Very simple. If you want to connect remote repository, go to Google. Go to Google and you can ask how to connect a remote repository in Git. Type a how to connect remote repository. Remote repository Git. Enter. So there is a first question is that open in a new tab. You will get some command. Then a new tab will open check. Scroll down. Stop. See this Git remote origin, remote repository URL. So just you have to copy the entire URL to the notepad. Now you need to provide the URL name. Okay. How to provide the URL name? That's very important. So go to browser, type github.com. And in the search, okay, just type G Mahesh Naidu. Just type G Mahesh Naidu. Already you have searched my name. You please check that below. Comment course content kaadu. Normal ga only name maatrame search cheyandi. Enter. Perfect. Now you can check the repositories. There's a project one is there. Select that. Now there is a code option is there. Copy that repository location. Now you can come to this and remote repo URL is there. That link you can remove it. Remote repo URL you can remove, and that place you can paste this URL. Yeah, copy the entire line and you can paste here. Enter. I think says that some unwanted data is received, but you can manually remove that. Last line also. There's a tilde symbol is there. You can remove that. Enter. Okay. Now you can git push. You can type git push. Enter. So now there is a message is coming. So there is no origin in that particular location. The name called, there is a name called, what is it? Raja. Raja is a branch, right? My branch name is main, but your typing is a Raja. So that's why we need to run this line git push -- set -- upstream origin Raja, that we need to configure it. Enter. Now here there's a message is coming, the fatal error 403, because of you don't have any permissions to this particular repository. That's the main problem. So go to start. Just type cred, 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 credential manager. Open Windows credentials. Okay, Windows credentials. And now you can scroll down. Yeah, GitHub account, the same one. Yeah, please select that one and remove it. Select that one and remove it. Perfect. Now can go back And you can run the same command once again and hit it. Now, again, we are receiving the same message. May I know what is the reason? Anybody can tell me what is the reason here?
URL is not correct.
URL is not correct. Huh? Okay. Then another.
Authentication is not happening.
Authentication is not there. Okay, that's the correct answer. Authentication is not there. Okay. To solve this problem, so what we need to do? Either we need to add the Git credentials. Okay. Either we need to use a configure SSH keys GitHub account remotely. That we need to do it. So these two things we need to do it from our account. Then only we can add it. So go to credentials manager once again. Scroll down. There's a GitHub account, still it is there. You can select that. GitHub account. Below. Yeah. You can do one thing. Select no. Select no. Okay. Edit. Click on edit. Now there's a username and password is there. Okay. Shall I able to type it here? Can you give me a control? Is an option to given the control?
You can ask, I think, yeah.
Right. Now can show me the console, please, quickly.
Grid one, right?
Just now we have a credential manager option is it was visible, right? You
Yeah,
can
this
show me
one.
that. Yeah, right. 1 minute. Okay, now we can go to GitHub. So that means git bash.
Yeah.
And now can run the same command. So what is the message you are getting now?
Authentication failed for.
Authentication is failed. Mm-hmm. One minute. Maybe password is wrong. There is a chances are there. Let me check this. Okay, let me open a browser. Which is your default browser? Okay. Okay, I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. Yeah. Let me sign out here. Okay. Now we can run this command once again. There is some messages coming here. Now sign into the browser. And it will get authenticating. Okay. Done, right? Now I'm going to open the Git page, GitHub page. And there is a branch one. That means, sorry, project one. I'm going here. See, guys, Raja had recent pushes to 1 minute ago. Okay, now I'm going to share my screen. Okay, I'm coming back. Is my screen is visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, so he don't want to merge the data. He don't want to merge the data directly to the main repository. So right now, in my system and Raja's system, both the systems I logged in my account. Actually, in real-time environment, we'll create a corporate account. They'll give the permissions. Only you have to upload the code to the branch repository, branch one, and you should not able to merge the code into the main repository. Okay, main branch. That's the main reason. So the concept I would not able to show you. So please understand the concept. In real-time environment, you don't have option to merge the data with the main branch. Okay. Now, example, I'm a team leader. I'm just checking that compare and pull request. This is called pull request. So first I will compare and pull the request. I click that. I'll check that. What is a pull request is that? Oh, this is a one information. Okay, this is the information is available. I got it. So what is the message is showing? This is the one additionally is added. So one step back. So you are identified. This is the changes is there. And if you compare with the main, both are same. If you are selecting with Raja, that's only the differences is available. Any other question now? So now these two information.
Rajesh,
Yes,
one doubt.
please.
Here, compare and pull will be done by DevOps team, right?
Not a DevOps team. Okay. Whoever working on the project leader. So in the programming side, development side, they will do that. So once they are merged, then inform to you as a DevOps team. Maybe you're a DevOps engineer. Hey, there's a new code was new feature was updated. So can you please start your task? So you can start building the application and deploy the application on the test environment or dev environment or production environment like that.
Okay, thank you.
So this task, everything will be taken care by that person. Okay. Perfect. Next concept is, okay. Next concept is, suppose my data is available. Okay, my data is available. So the next person is there. Who's this? Ravi.
Yes.
Ravi wants to connect my public repository. Okay, and he need to download the a complete repository onto the local system. He is working as a contributor. So how he will do? Okay, the concept is everything same. So he will directly go to my account and he will copy the particular complete data to his local system. The concept is called forking. So right now, how many forks are there? Currently, how many forks are there? Only zero. Only zero forks are there. So now, how my data how he will be downloading to his local system or maybe uh, directly to the repository. So right, the git clone the command, about it, directly you can download to the local system. But how you can directly download the branch to his GitHub account? So can you please share your screen? Now I'm stop my screen share. You can share your screen.
Rajesh, you can able to see my screen?
Yes. You can directly go to GitHub. You can directly go to GitHub. And you can log in your account only. You can log in with your account.
Okay. I logged in my GitHub account.
Okay, you can search my name, G Mahesh Naidu.
Here, huh?
Yeah. Enter.
No, I didn't get.
Enter. No, this is your local repository you're searching. In the right side, in the right side, in the top level, there's a search option is there. That's a global search
Okay,
where
here
you
you are.
can search that.
Yeah.
Now can go to my repositories list. 7 repositories are there. You can click on that. Now can click on project 1 is a public repository. So right now 0 folks is there. You can see that.
Yes, here 0.
Okay. Yeah. Click on just fork. Just click on fork. Now it is asking, hey, in your account, same project 1 name, we can save it. Yes, we can create it. Create a fork.
Okay, you're asking copy the main branch only.
Right. Yeah, your branch also main only, right? My branch also I maintain its main name. If you are maintaining the same main, so we can, no problem. So the branch 1, sorry, the project 1, the completely, it is copied to your account. So you can see here, there's a project 1 forked from Mahesh Naidu project 1. The below there's a small line is there. You can see that. Okay. You're able to see that where you have copied this. This is not your repository. This is my repository. Okay.
Okay.
If you are working as a contributor, you can contributor. You can send some kind of request, pull request. So I will able to merge the data into the project. So this is a way in real-time environment, you don't have complete rights to provide, but right now you have a permissions until unless you're logged in my account. Otherwise, you'll be directly logged into your account. You don't have any suggestions or maybe anything. You'll directly only send request. Same commands, nothing is there. So if you are checking any public repository, there's a lot of requests the contributors are working nowadays. Without disturbing the main branch, So hundreds and thousands of people are working for abroad projects like there's a very big projects. They're creating some kind of queries, and based on the queries, different people are working and pushing. They're getting some amount. Once they're fixing the problem, they are paying for it. Actually, it's a freelancer jobs. But okay, leave about the freelancer jobs. But in real-time environment, you're working as individual, work for a project, and as a community-based model. And once you push the code to the branch, okay, branch 1. So whatever the branch you have created, the branch they will be updated to the main branch. They will take care. With a single click, they will do that. So it's a safe and secure method. Any other question?
Rajesh, what is the difference between fork and here you use normally clone code,
Clone.
right?
Clone.
Yeah. What is the difference these
So
two?
fork means in public repository, if directly go and without my permission, you can directly take the repository to your account. Okay, directly to your GitHub account, not your local system. This is called forking. Cloning means in any public repository, you can copy the clone URL, git clone, you can download the complete a project information, the data to your local system, which is called cloning.
Okay. Now we can able to download it, right, in my local repository, this
Yes,
project.
you can. Go to code in the right side. There is a download zip file. You can download. So before ending this session, anybody have any question now?
What is the key role playing here in Visual Studio here?
It's an editor.
You just edit.
Yeah, you can write a program. You can write a number of lines.
Okay. As a DevOps engineer, what are the scope you will have in Visual Studio? Normally, the developer will doing, right?
Developer, even DevOps engineer also using Visual Studio Code, and he'll be running the complete code on the terminal itself. So here also terminal is there. So I'll show you in upcoming classes. So right now we are practicing everything in the GitHub, Git Bash terminal. So going forward, whenever I'm teaching the next week some kind of programming things like shell scripting, bash scripting, so then we can start using the Visual Studio Code. Okay. So Visual Studio Code, one more tool also is there, Atom, ATOM, Atom. So the tool also I will teach. Both are same, no changes at all. Interfaces are different. How you are using Notepad++? Same way Visual Studio Code also. Same way Atom also. No changes at all.
Rajesh, as a DevOps engineer, what will the task like in GitHub? What task we will be performing?
Honestly, you don't have much job in the Git. Okay. You don't have much job in the Git. Most of the training institutions, maybe 1 or 2 days, they will teach and they will leave it. But why we are explaining now? So in case if you are working in a small organizations, they will ask you to do some kind of advanced level, whatever the DevOps, whatever the developer doing, they'll ask you to do that. Okay. At least you have a knowledge, right? Where the code is coming from. So how the people are doing that. At least the first phase, if you understand, the second phase, third phase is in your hand only. This is your responsibility. You need to take care of it. So as a DevOps engineer, honestly, I'm telling, if you have a knowledge, what is a remote repository? What is a local repository? What is the terms? So if you understand, that's more than enough. Okay. You're not doing much things in that, but some kind of automations are there, continuous improvement. When the code is pushed to the branch, so after the merging or maybe after you push the code to the main, you will creating some kind of triggers. If any code was modified recently, hey, immediately can you please build this application and deploying on the production environment? Such kind of automation you're doing in the real-time environment. Okay. So if that is happening, so you need at least a basic knowledge on Git. Okay. So code is available in everywhere like a Git code commit and uh, GitHub, Bitbucket. So many areas are there. Commands are same. No changes at all. Only thing is the interface will change.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You can easily track like that, who did that, when did. So some kind of jobs you can easily track. Please practice that. And so in case of any doubts, you can please let us know. And Raja, can you please share your screen?